a deep breath in.
Cosmic beings all over the world.
All right, good. Yes, oh, listen, we're barely starting. This is. But this is a silly part. We're gonna go into some serious waters, and that's why we gotta remember. That's good. I have 4 children, and they remind me, it's like, hey, Dad, why are you so serious? What's going on? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. The journey's supposed to be fun, right? But we tend to forget that. We're gonna start it off. You ready? Oh yeah, this is participatory.
Yes.
You all ready?
Yeah.
She's answering. Are we ready?
Yes.
There we go. Yeah. Communicate. Otherwise, it's just me here talking. And not that I want you to feel a certain way. No, let's talk about it. I want to hear about you. I don't want to tell you who you are. I don't want to tell you who you are. I want you to tell me who you are. I just met you. And I get it. The spaces we visit, the schools we're in, the universities we're in, the colleges we're in. The idea is, we've been taught from the beginning, sit down and listen. Take strong notes and be quiet. Okay, well, good for them. And good for you, because now you're here and you're going to get to voice yourself. Okay? That's enough. That's enough. Don't you think? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Guys, don't let me just sit here. All right, 3 simple questions. Let me get my pen. All right, 3 simple questions. What is your name? Where were you born? What is your life purpose? Go.
Are we sharing?
Absolutely.
Oh.
And this is a participatory class. I'll do a little bit of storytelling as you'll see, but then you have work to do. And it's not really work, it's really this self-discovery. So we're gonna have time to think who we are and why we are and what our purpose is. And if you don't know, it is okay. This is important because before you go and explore and continue to visit, and you have a purpose in mind to be of service, to be present for somebody else, you better fill your cup first. You better tell yourself how powerful and beautiful you are. You gotta do that exercise every single day, moment to moment, being present, moment to moment. Because people that you're out there to serve, they don't wanna hear you cry with them. They don't wanna feel sad. They don't want you to feel sad with them. They're already going through that. They don't need another person to go through that. But if you're truly there to be of service, then be of service. And if you feel a certain way, it's okay, release. But don't get stuck. Keep it moving. But we gotta acquire those tools. And these are some that I use. Are they gonna work for you? I don't know. But what I do know is that you gotta find your own tools. You gotta cultivate your own ideas. You gotta cultivate and think and fortify yourself to be ready. That way when the coach puts you in, you're like, I've been waiting. I'm ready, coach, put me in. That way when somebody tells you, come up here, you're gonna speak up for all these people, go for it. Then you can say, I'm ready, I've been waiting. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
I told you let's get silly.
So my name is Caitlin.
We pass one of these? Yeah. So grab that. All right. This is part of the last exercise. Observe this. All right. You get behind it. Observe it. Observe the colors. Observe the shape. And then select one from each row. Okay? So for me, I'll go with 1, 2, 1. An example. So observe it and then write it down. Write down your name and then you're going to pass it to me. 1 minute. Time starts now. And I want to talk to you about what's important to me. But what happens a lot of times is that I miss the point. The point is to be here, to be present, to connect to the energy that's happening right here, to then truly talk about the things that are present within ourselves, right? And we'll get to that. We'll talk. I want to hear more about you, and through these little exercises I'm going to offer you, you'll get to share more. There it is. So we want to cultivate these safe spaces to really get to know each other at this level. Because we're all good actors. We all can act. I get that, you know. And it's beautiful. We don't want to be exposed all the time, but if we're going to have a group, we're going to have a team, we want to be able to know who's in the team. That way we know who can do certain things, certain parts of the team. And it doesn't fall apart before it even starts. We all know where we are at. We all know what affects us, what hasn't affected us. Okay. Again, compassion. 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 And if we are able to fortify compassion as a group, then again, tapping into love. You go outside and you understand that if this is where we're all at, you can only imagine where the world is at. So then you see everybody with love and compassion. It's easier said than done, but when you do it, it just gets easier. Okay? And it's with people, and then with the animals, with the trees, with everything. You see through the eyes of the universe. You understand that everything's interconnected. Everything. And what we're being told through the media, through whomever, it doesn't matter who tells it. Sometimes our own mind tells us things that it's trying to protect us, but really it's not true. It's not true. So that's why we say, align yourself. Mind, body, and spirit. Align it. If your mind is all the one taking charge, then you're missing the point. Align. That way then you do your work and you're clear. Okay? All of us have good hearts. You can see that. You can tell. You can feel it. It's good hearts. Joyful hearts. But we're going to meet other people that are not as joyful, not as happy. We're going to meet hearts that are sad, that are torn, suffered. And if we're trying to be of service to them, not one but many, and we have a little tear in our heart because of something. That's it. Move out of the way. Move out of the way. You're going to hurt yourself. You can hurt somebody else. It's important that we understand this. Because a lot of times, our suffering is self-inflicted. It's okay to feel these things, but we want to ascend. We want to move from there. Okay? Because a lot of times we think we know best. But who knows best? The universe or you? Huh? I'm asking. Who knows best? You or the universe? Call it universe, call it God, call it who knows best? God knows best. So get out of his way, get out of its way, get out of the universe way, get out of the way. And lead with your heart. Lead with your heart, but use your mind, use your spirit to align, see? And a lot of times we want to work with our mind or only our heart. It's all beautiful, but we want to align. The homework is this. If the person you wrote a letter to is still alive, it's still with us, call them and read this letter to them. Okay? Even better, if you can see them in person, go tell them in person. First thing they're going to do is, are you okay? And you're going to say, yes, I'm great. All it is that I'm aligning with my heart and with you all. And I just want to voice to you how important you are to me. If you're a little bit shy, if you're a little bit reserved, it's okay, it's okay. Take your time. Take your time. But hurry up. You don't want to take too long to deliver a message that has been there for a long time. How much longer do you want to hold it in? Bring it up. And everything, all the toxicity, all the stuff that you've been holding in, get it out. It's not serving you anymore. There's always going to be people that are better off and other people that are worse off. Where are you at? And where you want to be at is you want to be aligned. You want to be centered with your center, with your truth, with your God. That way, when you meet whomever, you're not swaying. You're not falling apart. You're not getting on the roller coaster. You are centered. Somebody says, hey, Crow. Me, hey, Crow, you're a piece of blah, blah, blah. Okay, I love you. Because I know myself. I wake up every day at 4 in the morning and I do this work for me. See what I'm saying? That's what it is. You gotta do the work every day, moment to moment. Somebody says, hey, Crow, you're beautiful. Oh, okay, thank you. That's it. I don't let my ego get big and, like you were saying, I'm not like, oh, I know that. I don't know nothing. What I know, if anything, is that my role is to align with the universe, to be of service to it. Case in point. Case in point. I have all these notes of what I want to share with you. My ego wants to share with you. I want to tell you. Stop. When we get in our mental way, we take away from the universe working through us, see? And that's what happens. I want to show you what I have for you. If I just get gently out of the way, then the universe speaks through me, and then I can deliver beautiful, powerful, impactful information to you. Little reminders. We all know this. We just maybe don't practice it. Here we go. Next thing. We've been giving kudos to everybody else. We went around in a circle. We give kudos. We give kudos to our mentor, to our role model, to our parent. Beautiful. Now, you're going to take a deep breath in. You're going to bring that power to you. You're going to love you. You're going to tell you how amazing and important you are. And then you're going to write it down. All right? But first, we got to breathe it in. All right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Stay with me. Okay? Stay with me. Here we go. Erect yourself like this. All right. Here we go. In. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. In. Hold it in. Empower yourself. Give yourself those kudos. Give yourself that power. You are very important. You are divine. You are important. You are powerful. Your voice matters. It matters. Dig in, bring it out, put it on paper. Tell yourself what you've been meaning to tell yourself all this time, how important you are. No matter what anybody else tells you, you tell yourself this. I am important. Write that letter. You have 5 minutes.
There's a goddess inside all of us. It's time we open our eyes and realize we're divine, we are fine, we are more than that. We're connected to the ancestors, a beautiful vibe. We are more than what they tell us we are. We are divine, cosmic,